Folks, we are live here in Katy, Texas, home of CF10 Houston FC. Your Laredo Heat on the road today against the visiting CF10 Houston FC. Laredo Heat wearing white to left. Wearing all white going from left to right on your monitor at home. Houston, formerly known as Katy, wearing red tops and blue shorts from right to left. Impactful day here, folks. The Heat are coming into this game with a little bit of momentum, a couple of good results at home. First time on the road back since the opening game against Corinthians. And it's against the Katy side looking for their first victory here in the MPSL in the 2022 campaign. So a lot of action, folks, to be played. Ruben with it on the near hand side. A clearance here by CF Houston. Well, long ball played here by Houston, folks. So a set-piece opportunity here, folks, for CF10 Houston FC. They're 0-2-1, folks. Looking for a result here. This first set piece, another big point that Coach John Powell talked about. The shot again outside the box. A shot inside the box now, and the clearance now. Nope, not fooled yet. Still inside of the 18-yard box. And Manny Romero able to come up away with it first time in the starting lineup for Diego Quintana. Quintana on the dribble forward. Now it's Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen, trying to find something with Chris Colacci up top as the Italian. Can't hold on to possession here for the Heat. And CF10 will send it again to the inside. Leonoglu with a clearance over to the Sheriff. The Sheriff will open up the field of play, trying to find Takanaka Daisuke Kaminari. And now again to Liam Morrison, different gravy from the Scotsman. Second-year player here for the Laredo Heat. Had his first season out in the 956 last summer. And the second summer in a row here for the Scotsman. Leonoglu in control here for the Heat. He'll find the wide ball now over to Captain Lewis Wilson. And over to Diego Quintana. The Chilean native will send it up top. Good ball over to Zurdoñez. Roberto controla. Roberto busca al interior. Manda balón filtrado al lado opuesto. Controla Daisuke. Daisuke still with it. Kaminari looking for the ball inside. Looking to Colacci. And Kaminari able to share. Trying to find the good ball there in toward the middle space. And unlucky there for the Heat to not be able to come away with the first of the opportunity. Damas y caballeros, un placer que estén con nosotros siempre, con mucho cariño. Les doy la bienvenida. Hoy estamos en Katy, Texas, la casa de CF10 Houston FC, quien busca su primer victoria esta campaña en el campeonato del 2022 aquí en el verano de la NPSL. Houston mueve el balón de mano derecha a izquierda en su pantalla en casa. There's a long ball over to the Tarantula. He'll send it up in the sky. Gravity will do its part. That ball comes back down into the belly button of the field. Second ball opportunity here for the Sheriff. He'll send something forward and nobody home for Laredo on the second ball, folks. Un placer que estén con nosotros como siempre, con mucho cariño. Les damos la bienvenida hoy a la Escuela Internacional Inglesa en Houston, the British International School of Houston, folks. Long ball again. Captain Lou Wilson will battle to this one. This one out of play. And a chance, an opportunity here for the Heat to have something here this time in their own defensive third. Captain Lou Wilson having a word with the official, saying that flag should have gone up for offside. And regardless, play will resume. It's going to be Heat possession, this time out of their defensive third. Diego Quintana will send this one forward, trying to find something with Colacci. Ball in the mid-park again, controlled by Houston. They'll send something forward. And this one will be calmly, coolly, and collected by the Tarantula. Connor Durant. Starting lineup here, folks, for the Laredo Heat. In goal, the Tarantula on the defensive line. 3 out of 4 constants for the Laredo Heat. Newcomer into the lineup. Diego Quintana makes his way over the right back slot, but centrally it's Captain Lou Wilson, Dimitrios Leonoglu, and over on the left-hand side it's different gravy. Liam Morrison. The Heat a little bit of trouble here, and Leonoglu able to come out playing. In the mid-park, Manny Romero, many men, along with the Sheriff, Colton Schaefer. Roberto Zurdoñez will play the 10. And the 9 will be Christian Colaci. On the wings for the Heat, folks, it's Ruben Muller-Nielsen, the Iceman, and Daisuke Takanaka Kaminari. Speaking of which, Japan native will hold on to possession here. He'll share back again, this time with the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu, into the space. Now to Manuel Romero. Juan, long through ball attempted, this time trying to find Colaci. Flag goes up. Iffy decision here. That one was very iffy, to say the very least, folks. I'm not sure I agree with the center ref, but I am, to be exact with you, not on the field, folks. So my view is different, therefore it's a little different. So regardless, folks, the decision is offside. The decision is offside, folks, on the rule of play. It'll be Katie ball. They've played already into the mid-park again, now entering the Heat's defensive third. Katie's a team that has capitalized a lot on set pieces, folks. They've scored 12 goals this campaign, but they've conceded 12, but have scored 5. So they're -7 on the plus-minus, and the Heat just storming goals last time out against Austin. And no pun intended, but a storm literally had to stop the bleeding. A through ball again. Flag saves on Colaci inside. Colaci! And this one close. The Italian looking for the first, able to get a good first touch outside the keeper's challenge. And just unlucky as it deflected there by the goalkeeper himself. This one will be a corner kick opportunity for the Heat. And it'll be the first for the team from the 956. It'll be Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen. The Heat have been successful in set pieces. This one is going to be directed toward the forehead of none other than Captain Lou Wilson. It's a lot shorter field, to be very fair, so the distance has to be calculated. The Iceman will send the service. This one to the far post, battled for here by Romero. And Different Gravy looking to pick this up. Shoulder charge from behind. Referee says no foul. Different Gravy will share now with Quintana. Quintana will get a touch. The Chilean native now on the dribble. Conduce Diego. Diego la tiene. Diego busca opciones. Busca salir jugando. Controla ahora el capitán Lewis Wilson. Wilson will share all the way with Durantula. This is Connor Durant. Good showing here by the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu, into the Sheriff, Colton Schaefer. Back out wide we go. The Heat now looking for Ruben Nielsen. A good ball again for Kaminari Takanaka. Takanaka-san trying to bring the ball back down, trying to keep it in possession, and that one just a tad bit too far off the touch. And Katie will regather. Houston, will regather. This Houston team, folks, formerly known as Katie 1895 FC, rebranded this year to another through ball opportunity. That's Takanaka's on, and the flag goes up. The play is omitted, folks. Just a little backstory. We're back again this year to the BISH, the British International School of Houston. Second time out here for the team from the 956. His first time was out last summer where the Heat got a late draw on the road. The Heat were looking for positivity here. Their second time out, the first time out this summer to the British International School of Houston here in Katy, Texas. Head coach John Powell, the mayor of Electric City, prepping the boys up for today's matchup. There's been a lot of studying in preparation for today's game. Wilson with a rare beat down there. Manny Romero will apply the challenge. This ball out of play, last touched by Katie. And it's going to be Heat possession. But Tarantula with it again, back to Dimitrios Leonoglu, over to the Different Gravy man himself, Liam Morrison, into the half space we go. Colaci, nice drop, back again out wide. The referee getting involved. It's going to be Heat possession. Nice hot day out here in Katy, Texas, folks. Through ball attempted for Colaci. Had a brace last time out against Austin. One of the Heat's handful of goals that evening. Different Gravy will keep this one in play back at Takanaka. Kaminari trying to strike here, back to Different Gravy. Morrison will get a servicing ball, and this one blocked out. Throw-in coming up for the Heat. Sheriff will have it back again up top. Takanaka-san back to the Sheriff. Good opportunity here for the Heat. A servicing ball. The Heat. Colaci gets blocked. The touch out wide, and this one just off the foot of Roberto Surdóñez, was trying to find the back of the net, trying to get that into the slot. Lower corner pockets, and This one just out wide. This ball will be played again by Houston. It's going to take commentator here a bit of a second to get used to this one. Ball again, service again to the inside. Surdóñez will get a flick on this one, looking for the Iceman, and this one cleared out by Houston. Opportunity here from the set piece. It's going to be a Heat corner kick, and the Iceman will have a right-footed strike on this one, folks. Here's a service. The Iceman will have it striked high again. Far post, Wilson will try to get a header on this one. This one is off the forehead of Lewis Wilson, apparently, and it's going to be a goal kick for CF10 Houston FC. Folks, always a pleasure to have you on the stream here and joining us on the live Laredo Heat Game Day broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from. It's always fun to interact with all of our fans from around the world and see how far the Heat reach has gotten. Drop a comment down below. Let us know. CF10 and Houston FC will have it again, folks. Ball played again to the middle. Brought down by the Sheriff, who's done a fair job of controlling the West. And over again out wide. Surdóñez goes out. Back to different gravy. Liam Morrison in control. Back into the middle. Controla Zurdo. La tiene Surdóñez. Busca hacia arriba Takanaka. Al 1-2. La tiene Zurdo. Zurdo. Balón filtrado. Colachi la tiene adentro del área. Cristian Colachi. And a corner kick opportunity. The Heat have gotten close, folks. And another corner kick opportunity here for the Iceman in the Heat. It's got to be a calculated hit, to be fair. The field a little shorter. The Iceman will have it. Back again out. It goes up top. Dimitrios trying to get a header on this one. The Sheriff couldn't keep it under control. Morrison will bring it back down. Out wide it goes again. Captain Lewis Wilson assist against Austin. Will try to get the same thing going this time around. Still Louis Wilson with it. Wilson will get a servicing ball inside and into the gloves of the Houston keeper, folks. The field is a lot narrower, not shorter, I apologize. It's a little bit more narrow than normal. So the space is reduced. The space is condensed. Both teams will naturally be more compact. Dimitrios Lernoglu will get a header on this one. Ball played out wide. And Houston FC controls again. Nice one here by the Iceman. Over to Manny Romero. Controla Romero. Otra vez balón filtrado near hand side over to Diego Quintana. On the sprint forward now. Diego will have it. Diego in the starting lineup today for the first time. We'll get a servicing ball. Far post. No one home for the Heat. That one with a little bit of extra mustard on the hot dog, folks. It finds its way out of play. Mr. JJ Vela, always a pleasure to have you here less than a yard away. Thank you for chiming into the live comment section on our live stream. Zurdo la tiene, Zurdo abre el terreno de juego. The Sheriff! Driven shot blocked out as it made its way across the 18-yard box. David Martinez, former Laredo Heat player, spent 2 seasons in the 956 for the Laredo Heat, 2 summers. Was a part of last year's successful team who came short in the conference final. Quintana will apply the pressure. This ball out of play, last touch by Houston. And it'll be possession here for the Heat. David Martinez, DM8, playing here for Katie. First time for them, to be fair, as Martinez on the opposite side of the lineup here against the Heat today. Found a home in Laredo, went to Texas A&M National University, played soccer there for 4 years, and now finds his way against the Heat. Servicing ball again across the 18 and cleared out by Houston FC. Quintana la tiene, abre el terreno de juego hacia adentro. The Sheriff now through ball for Takanaka. Camanari trying to find something now. Back out wide it goes. Ruben, the Españols will get a first-time ball into the box again. Colachi! And blocked once more, folks. Christian with it again inside the box. He'll play back out. Will different gravy. Morrison will control. The Scotsman trying to get inside, trying to get the service. This one last touched by Liam. And out it goes. Special shout out to Ronaldo De Leon Jr. Always a pleasure to have you listening, buddy. Thank you for joining the Laredo Heat live streams. Fall on the play. That's going to be against Takanaka. going to be CF10 Houston FC ball. Played over 15 folks here in the Katy area around Houston. It's going to be a set piece now. His ball will be set back into play. A flick attempted. Lewis Wilson looking to get the clearance on this one. Back to Romero. Romero la tiene. Busca el terreno de juego. Abre con el japonés. Takanaka. Unlucky touch here. And a good through-ball opportunity again, looking for Colachi. Colachi can't get behind it. Now this one will ball bounce all the way to Zurdoñez. La tiene Zurdo, controla Zurdo, conduce Zurdo. Zurdo la lleva, Zurdo. Ve este balón salir del terreno de juego. Viene oportunidad para Houston FC. Heat possession now as Liam Morrison will settle this one back to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Leo. Bang to the middle and over to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer on the dribble forward. Conduce Zurdo, comparte con el capitán Lewis Wilson. Back to the middle, Zurdo la tiene. Zurdo finta el balón filtrado ahora por abajo, busca Quintana. And another quick attempt by Houston. This is where they're successful, folks, in quick transition. In those quick transition slots, folks, is where the Heat have to be careful against this counter-attacking CF10 Houston FC team. Scored again, 5 goals, have conceded 12 this season. Good ball here by Wilson over to Zurdoñez. The Sheriff will have it near hand side, trying to find something with the Iceman and Ruben Nielsen. 1-2 action here. Foul on the play. It's going to be against the Heat and against Wilson. And another dangerous situation here, folks, for the Heat. As CF10 Houston is a team that likes to put the ball on the ground and play quick, try to surprise. This one will be taking its time. This will be a set piece into the box. This one will be dung onto the far post, folks. And sure enough, in the direction, Lewis Wilson will get a header on this one. Ball cleared out, not out of danger just yet. Ball still inside, and a shot blocked out here by the Heat's defend. This one will find its way out of play. Throw-in coming up for CF10 Houston FC. Ball settled in again. 1-2 action. Zurdoñez looking to steal this one away, off by the touchline. Zurdo will get a flick on this one, out of play again, and another throw-in here for CF10 Houston FC. Edgar Espinal, pleasure to have you on the stream, folks. And gotta have a rematch soon, buddy. Don't remember the score quite like you do, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that disadvantaged. Fell on the play. CF10 Houston will have it again, folks. Another set-piece opportunity. This is one of the coaching points that head coach John Powell, the mayor of Electric City, and his staff, Roger Bonilla, man. Bonilla, Fabian Narciga, Josh Jones. The General of Electric City, Anna Miller, had been talking about against this matchup, folks. Set pieces are where you need to take care of both sides of the ball. If you have it, make sure you get behind it. If you don't, make sure you clear it. Get behind that one as well. So, CF10 with another opportunity. This one sent inside and into the gloves of the leaping tarantula. Like a tarantula in its nest, folks, waiting for the prey and a rain for the pounce. Manny Romero will have it driven through ball onto the near-hand side. Quintana will try to get a flick on this one forward. This one out of play. Last touched here by CF10 Houston FC. And thrown over again by the Heat. Lewis Wilson will have it. Back again to Juan Manuel Romero. Conduce Manny men. Back out wide. The Heat goes. Switch of point of attack over to different gravy. Back to the Sheriff. It's Colton Schaefer. Trying to find something with Colachi. Colachi goes down. No foul, says the official. Play will resume here with Katy. Looking to get cheeky, looking to get cute, looking to get decisions in their favor. Through ball for Takanaka. Caminari into the space. Takanaka will have it. Takanaka in the box. Takanaka will try to get the flick forward and blocked out again by the Katy goalkeeper. Good opportunity here for the Heat in transition. Trying to find something off the counterattack and the break. And Takanaka. Sliding challenge here by Houston. Back again to Wilson. Over to the Iceman. It's Ruben Nielsen. Over to Colachi. Colachi in the box. Colachi will get it back across. Ruben Nielsen. And this one sent out of play again. Sebas. Kid from the 956. Rivera. Joining the stream as well. Brother, hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling well. Miss you on the trip. Thank you for tuning in. Service opportunity again on a narrow field here. This one by Zurdoñez. Zurdo with a handful of assists a couple of games ago. We'll see what he draws up here. Zurdo driven into the 6. The Sheriff will get a header on this one. Different gravy will await the bounce again. He'll find something now with Diego Quintana. Dieguinho on the dribble forward, opposite side of the field for him here, as Diego still continuing to dribble narrow, and up again over to Zurdoñez. La tiene Zurdo. Zurdo controla Zurdo, trying to dribble, trying to cut, trying to find inside with Diego, and now out wide to the Iceman, the Ruben Muller-Nielsen. Back again to the inside. Manny controla. Manny la tiene. Manny busca opciones. Comparte. Ahora con el Sheriff. It's Colton Schaefer here servicing ball. And clear it out only as far as Takanaka. Takanaka inside the box. Takanaka still with a chance. The servicing ball again by Daisuke-san. And now cleared out by Houston. Another header attempt here by Different Gravy. Over to the Greek machine. It's Dimitrios Ernoglu. Manny Romero will settle. Lewis Wilson will touch it back to the Durantula. Durantula will touch back in on the inside. Manny Romero controla, conduce. Colachi goes down, foul on the play. And Manny Romero controlled. Belly button of the field, over to Zurdoñez. Zurdo. Back out wide, Different Gravy. Liam Morrison. Morrison servicing ball again. Ruben Nielsen! And this one just out far. Controlled again by the Italian, Chris Colaci. Penetrating ball over to Zurdoñez. A touch, too strong, too far, out of play. Goal kick here. Only as far as Quintana. This one going backwards. Captain Lou Wilson will be the first to it, as he prevents him from going out of play. Over back to Quintana, trying to get the flick on this one. Diego applying the press now into the middle. Manny can't get the clearance. A shot attempted. The Greek machine will block it only as far as the 18-yard box here. Foul on the play. Soft touch. Foul on the play. Another set piece opportunity here, folks, for CF10 Houston FC. Durantula in goal here for the Heat. So in the wall for the Heat, folks, the Iceman, Zurdoñez, and the many men. This will be directed at the goal, I believe. Going to be a shot on target here in the box for the Heat. Everybody else but Colaci, and nope, Colaci will join the Arsenal. He trying to be precautious. There's a set piece. This one low driven, and over to the left foot here of Quintana. Cut to get inside. No foul, says the official. The Greek machine will try to get a clearance on this one. As the Iceman trying to come away with it. A couple of shots attempted and blocked out. The Heat will have it up again. And the game will be put to a stop here. Atrocity happening here. SummerSlam 2007 back here in Houston. Slap across the face. That's to the captain, Lewis Wilson. Extracurricular activities here played out by who wants to be the world heavyweight champion. And Katie. There's a card incoming here, folks, and that's going to be a straight red for a hit across the torso of Lewis Wilson. Unsportsmanship here by Houston. The ball incoming, and there's going to be more here, folks. If CF10 Houston FC doesn't keep things under control, there'll definitely be more. Words being spread out here by number 11 for Houston. So 2 red cards here, folks, on what appears to be a loss of coolness here by Houston. They get 2 players ejected. So the game will resume 9v11 in favor, well, 11v9 in favor of the Heat. Over extracurricular activities looking like WrestleMania 2007 here.
Number 6 got in the ref's face.
And 2 ejections on the same play against CF10 Houston FC. This is not the first time tempers flare here. Last year as well, there was a fight towards the end of the game against the Katy side, currently known as CF10 Houston FC. And the Heat up with 2 players here in terms of numbers. This is going to be the lowest block I've ever seen played here by a team, as Houston will probably, could be wrong, don't quote me, don't put my name on the paper, but Houston will probably sit for the remaining 18 minutes and 40 seconds of this first half, and whatever the second half has to offer. And it's a shame that the game has to get to points like this, folks. A loss of coolness, a loss of composure. We use these words a lot, cool, calm, and collected, and CF10 Houston FC, the complete opposite here.
That's what they did too last year. They tied 2-2. They scored off. They did the only 2 shots ever. They got 2 PKs on this.
So we'll see and we'll wait for the play to resume here. CF10 Houston FC will play with 9. The Heat will play with 11. We're just a loss of action, folks. Just loss of composure, and it's a shame again that the game has to get to a point where it's gotten. Houston down to 9 men. Just kind of a chaotic moment here, folks, in Houston. Surdoñez will have it. We'll play the one-touch back to Manny Men, as he'll open up wide back to Quintana. Quintana with the bumper pass back again to Romero. Juan Manuel will switch the field point of attack and try to find different gravy over to Liam Morrison. The Scotsman now with it. Back again to the Sheriff. Interior ball play here by the Laredo Heat. Over to Manuel Romero. Out wide now, Diego Quintana. Dieguinho servicing ball and successful here for the Heat. And over again to the Iceman, Ruben Muller-Nielsen, back to Romero. Romero over to the Iceman once more. The Iceman with space here. And he'll share back to Quintana. Quintana over again to Romero. Juan Manuel switching the point of attack yet again. Beautiful ball, beautiful touch here by the Scotsman in different gravy. Liam Morrison back again to Takanaka-san. Takanaka-san over again. Caminati will share back with Romero. Romero sliding tackle. Successful here for the Houston side. Different gravy will have it again. He'll take a shot himself, and this one will settle out of play as we have over 16 minutes, folks, here left of action in the first half of play in the opening regulated 45 minutes of play. Ball will be settled again across, and it's going to be Heat possession once more. The Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu, will share again to the inside. Lewis Wilson. Quintana looking to find something off the dribble. Dieguinho looking to keep possession of it. Play will resume. The AR on the side says no infraction there, no harm done, nothing, no foul. Out of play. Dieguinho will have this one once again. Diego Quintana va a controlar aquí para Laredo Heat. Saque de banda. Now the center official said it's going to be Katie possession. And a long ball expected here by Houston. This one out wide. And into the middle, Ruben the Iceman Nielsen trying to get a flick on this one. High curling ball will find its way all the way back to the Durantula, and this one will settle out of play. Goal kick coming up for the Heat. The Durantula will play on the ground, back to Captain Lou. The Scotsman, second-year player for the Laredo Heat, also spent the last summer campaign of the MPSL in Laredo. And over to his countryman, Liam Morris, and this one out of play. Takanaka looking to be the recipient of that long-driven ball, but this one unsuccessful. CF10 Houston FC will have it now. On the throw, down 2 men. And the throw over to different gravy. Liam Morrison back to Leonolu. The Greek machine Dimitrios will settle that across. This one just a tad bit far. Miscommunication. The Durantula will get a flick on this one. High ball attempted. And David Martinez will settle it back on the ground. Shot attempted, blocked out. Nice closing of space here by the Heat. Ball still inside the box. The heel attempt here by Katie. The flick now out by Lewis Wilson. Controlled out nicely on the touchline here by the Iceman Ruben Muller-Nielsen. And he'll swing it back to Colaci. Colaci won't have it. Colaci will try to find something off the dribble. Able to beat the first man. Colaci still on into the flank now. Colaci with it. Chris Colaci. The Italian will look to play through. Back out wide to the Sheriff. And a missed possession again by the Heat. And a long through ball attempted. And the Heat are going to have to defend those long throughs in transition well. Leonoglu won the chase here. And the Heat having to regather composure here as we have the last 12 minutes and a half of play approximately. And swung again to the inside over to Juan Manuel Romero. Out wide to Diego Quintana. Controla Dieguiño. La tiene Diego buscando el espacio. Conduce Diego el servicio. Segundo palo. And this one deflected out by CF10 Houston FC. Throwing coming up. Ball thrown, Manuel Romero, conduce Manny, abre el terreno de juego, pero hacia adentro, entonces cierra el terreno de juego, la tiene Diego. Diego from afar, Dieguiño. A bit of frustration here by the Heat, just a tad bit, folks. And a goal kick again for CF10 Houston FC. And the goal kick now over to the middle. Juan Manuel Romero looking to defend this one back to different gravy. Liam Morrison, the Greek machine, Dimitrios Ranoglu. Over again to Captain Lou Wilson. Back out wide. Diego Quintana. The Iceman. Schaefer will have it. The Sheriff back to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. The Heat looking to close the first half, at least with one in favor. In terms of goal, different gravy will have it back again to Juan Manuel Romero. Over again, different gravy. El Surdoñez la tiene, conduce, comparte, Takanaka-san. Back to the middle. The 1-2 action, miscommunication here, folks. And CF10 Houston FC will go long again. And the Sheriff now with work to do in the mid-park. Handball here, folks, and it's going to be CF10 Houston FC ball. Long ball off the set piece here from the mid-third. And out wide, Diego will apply the press here. Foul on the play. It's going to be Heat possession. The center official with his hands busy today, folks. Nothing will simulate a field day out here for the center ref tonight. Captain Lou will share over with the Sheriff. And out wide to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Takanaka-san, Kaminari. Time ball again inside, out wide it goes. He looking to find something in 1 and 2 touch action and nothing just yet. As Dimitrios Leonoglu won't have it. Back up top, Juan Manuel Romero will switch the point of attack. Long ball action here for the Heat, controlled now by Quintana and over to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer back to Dieguinho. Diego now inside. Surdoñez will battle, clear it out, but not out of danger just yet by CF10 Houston FC. They'll await the contact. This is a long ball incoming, and sure enough, folks, Houston giving possession up every time they get it back. Captain Lou Wilson will settle it across the belly button of the field over to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer out wide again. Different Gravy will have it. Penetrating ball to the middle. Surdoñez off the half turn. Zurdo will share back again over to Juan Manuel Romero. Romero will switch the point of attack nicely and pivot out wide to Diego Quintana. Diego approaching the inside of the 18-yard box. Diego with a touch. Diego with the service. Diego far post, and no one home again for the Heat, folks. Ball played by Different Gravy over to Dimitrios Leonoglu. Dimitrios back again into the inside with Juan Manuel Romero. Driven ball out wide. 1v1 opportunity here for Diego Quintana. Diego will share again with Juan Manuel Romero. Manny into the middle. The Sheriff looking for the driven through. Unsuccessful to Morrison, and Dimitrios Leonoglu will control. Back to the captain, Lou Wilson. Into the half space. Ruben the Iceman Nielsen, driven ball, just touched out here. Lou Wilson will share again with the Sheriff. Over to Different Gravy. Patience here for the Heat, folks, as they try to break down lines on a compact Houston side who's defending with 9. Heat will have the throw. This ball played back to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Lewis Wilson. Diego Quintana. Dieguinho over to the Iceman. Ruben Nielsen trying the croqueta. No dispossession here against the Iceman. Ruben gets taken down from behind. No foul, says the official. Ball played interiorly, controlled here by Zurdo. Zurdo la tiene afuera de la 18. Abre el terreno de juego. Controla ahora Different Gravy. Liam Morrison. Morrison on the touch wide. Liam with a servicing ball blocked out again by CF10 Houston FC. The ball will be played back to the Sheriff. Into the middle. Lewis Wilson. Captain Lou. Out wide, Diego Quintana. Diego on the 1v1 opportunity here. Diego still with it. Diego will share inside. Zurdo la tiene. Zurdo quiere rematarle. Ahora remata Liam, and this one just into the goalkeeper. We close out, folks, here the first half. Just over 5 minutes left of play. Lewis Wilson back to Juan Manuel Romero, over to Diego Quintana. Diego over to the Iceman. Ruben Nielsen trying to find something with Zurdo. Zurdo second to this one, and Houston wanting nothing to do with the ball anymore in the first half here, folks. So we have the last 5. Diego. Colachi. Wilson. Schaefer. Morrison. Leonoglu. The Sheriff. Diego. Diego trying to get a ball serviced again across the 18. And under the reaction press, corner kick coming up for the Heat, folks. See what the Heat do here.
come soon. I said the goal will come soon.
Zurdo with the service. Zurdo off the corner kick. Roberto Zurdoñez al segundo. Wilson. Goal! Laredo! Folks, for the third time this season, it's the forehead of Captain Lou Wilson getting the go-ahead goal here at the end of the first half. And the only reason it's the go-ahead goal, folks, is because it's the first of the afternoon, breaking the zeros, breaking the donuts, breaking the nothings on the board. Lewis Wilson and the fantastic forehead that the Scotsman has, putting the ball in the back of the net. Zurdo racking up another assist here this afternoon in the Heat, folks. Lead it by a goal against a two-man short CF10 Houston FC. Set-piece goal here for the Laredo Heat. Lewis Wilson with a trademark header. All he says is back and into the back of the net, folks. And the service by Zurdoñez has been fantastic for the Heat. Takanaka-san, Kaminari will play back to the Sheriff as play resumes here. The Heat will control off the turnover here by Katie. Over to Zurdoñez. Zurdo back out to Wilson, author of the goal thus far in the game. Diego will control one-time play into the half space over again to Zurdoñez. Controla Zurdo. Roberto Ordóñez. Back out wide we go. Liam Morrison, different gravy. Will settle it for Kaminari. Takanaka-san. Daisuke. Couple of step-overs. Daisuke still into the half space. Now touch here by the Heat. A chance by Manny! And the shot blocked here by CF10 Houston FC. Through ball opportunity here. And the speed of... speed here by Lewis Wilson. We'll see this one settle out. The Greek machine will control Dimitrios Leonoglu. Hermano, como quisiera hacer lo que dices. Ball played by the Sheriff. Over again to different gravy. Liam Morrison through ball opportunity blocked out as that one was looking for the stride and ball and run. Over to Takanaka-san. Free kick given up here by the Heat, folks. A chance here now for CF10 Houston FC off the set piece to get something forward. So we have the last 2 minutes of play coming up here towards the end of the first half. Houston trailed 2 men and a goal now. There was 2 red cards given Mr. Ronaldo. One for aggressive extracurricular activity, an elbow to the captain of Lewis Wilson. And the second, I believe, for dissent. Colachi. We'll see this one sail. And the throw opportunity here now for the Laredo Heat. The throw over to Wilson. Back to Juan Manuel Romero. Ball will center wide again, controlled by different gravy. The Scotsman, Liam Morrison with it. Liam on the dribble forward now into the half space. Over to the inside. Takanaka-san will try to get a flick on this one. Takanaka. Daisuke looking for the through ball out wide, trying to find Roberto Zurdoñez. Has the only assist of the evening, folks, thus far, as we have the last 60 seconds of play approaching. A minute on the board, I believe. Sheriff will settle this one over to different gravy. Back again to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Over again to Diego Quintana. On the dribble forward, Quintana trying to play the dummy. Quintana still with it, gets dispossessed here as we have the last 30 and change in terms of seconds here, folks. As Colachi will share this one back again to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer over to Captain Lou Wilson, and he'll share back with Dimitrios Leonoglu. Question of the first half, folks, is how much time the referee will add for both red cards given in this first half of play, as the Sheriff will pivot now over to Daisuke Takanaka. Kaminari into the inside. Juan Manuel Romero la tiene. Juan Manuel Romero conduce. Se la deja Ruben! Second post action, and this one off target as we have the closing seconds here of the regulated 90. We'll see how much the official will give in terms of aggregate. Or stoppage. He says 2 minutes, folks. Only 2. 120 seconds. So it's all to play for now in the first half of play. And an opportunity for the Heat to get something back on the board. Just an equal opportunity here for CF10 Houston FC to get something, but the pattern since the red cards has been long ball. And the touch there by Lewis Wilson, folks, like a baby with a bottle at 10 p.m. at night, asleep. Roberto Surdóñez unable to get to this one. This one will settle all the way back to the Durantula. Still able to grasp this one. Durant back to the inside. Dimitrios Leonoglu. Over out wide. Different gravy. Liam Morrison. Morrison with the servicing ball, trying to find something with Surdóñez. The clearance now again. Into the sky it goes. Gravity will do its part. Ball being brought down. Courtesy Sir Isaac Newton. Ball again controlled by Captain Lou Wilson. Over to the Sheriff. A couple of pinball deflections here will find the ball finding its way to Dimitrios Leonoglu. Over to different gravy. Back again to the inside. Over to Colachi. Chris. Long ball attempted here, trying to find Deo Quintana. Just a tad bit too strong. And possession up here. And CF10 Houston FC taking as much time as possible on these set. On these throws. Fleco flick attempted here, no luck. Peinado. Over again. Manny Romero la tiene, busca otra vez abrir el terreno de juego, la tiene Zurdo. Surdóñez controla, Zurdo quiere bailar hacia adentro. Zurdo con la música tocando. Over again, back to the Sheriff. It's high noon, says the Sheriff, and out wide. Over to Takanaka-san. Daisuke with a couple of dribbles inside. The shot attempted, and this one. And the folks, 45 minutes, 47 to be exact, is all she wrote in the opening 45 minutes of the regulated 90. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about a quarter of an hour, 15 minutes. It's all it takes for you to come back, for us to be back with more live action here at the BISH, the British International School of Houston, as we have 45 more minutes to go of the regulated 90. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Stay with us. The heat continues in 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the British National School of Houston, where your Laredo Heat lead this one by a goal, and they're up 2 men against CF Houston FC. Un placer que estén con nosotros, damas y caballeros. Como siempre, les damos la bienvenida después del regreso del cuarto de hora. El balón tiene rotación, tiene movimiento, y eso significa que la segunda mitad ha comenzado. Balón filtrado buscando a Colachi y CF10 Houston FC con el saque de juego. Ahora controla el Iceman, el hombre de hielo. La tiene Ruben, ahora la tiene el Sheriff, el Sherife, como dicen en el 956. Controla Morrison. And out wide again to different Gravy, from different Gravy to the Greek Machine. Now over to the Iceman. Control again out wide by Diego Quintana. Dieguinho controla, conduce, quiere encontrar el movimiento. Prende la samba, prende el tango. Dieguinho con la cumbia. Y el balón otra vez filtrado hacia afuera. Dieguinho la tiene. Dieguinho quiere hacer algo, quiere crear. La tiene el hombre de hielo, Ruben Muller Nielsen. Out wide, out centrally again we go. And possession out here now. Over to the Sheriff. The Sheriff will have it. Out wide it goes again to the Iceman. The Iceman will get a servicing ball and clear it out by CF10 Houston FC. Folks, and we'll take this time to send a huge congratulations with a lot of love and a lot of warmth to the Laredo Heat's U18 boys who are in the state finals this weekend over in Round Rock, Texas. Boys, congratulations on your 2 victories on the day. Hope you guys get good rest and go back at it tomorrow with the same intensity as you did today. Coach Rod and everybody in the Laredo Heat organization are very proud of you and all the work you have done. Congratulations to the head coach as well, Fabian Arciga. Coach, very big congratulations to you as well. Very proud of you, hermano. Keep doing what you're doing out there in Round Rock, Texas. Much love from everybody here. The Laredo Heat. Ball out wide. Played again by Manuel Romero. Over to the Iceman. Ruben Nielsen will get a servicing ball to the inside the flick, as this one was looking for Colachi. And ball still in a play. Controlled here by the Katy goalkeeper. The CF10 Houston FC goalkeeper. As this ball now will be played and thrown into action. Out wide it goes. Takanaka-san on the press, near hand side. The 2-man press here by different Gravy. Liam Morrison. This will force Houston FC to play back, play negative now. And a touch here by the goalkeeper will send this ball forward. Narrow, low to be fair. And over to the Sheriff, who gets a touch on this one. The Sheriff will like to share back to Colachi. This one will find its way out of play. And a corner kick coming up here, folks.
Go, Louis, again!
And this ball, folks, looking for the header, the trademark header of Lewis Wilson, captain for the Laredo Heat, has 3 goals on the season. Looking for goal number 4. Heat will play short. Different Gravy will receive it. Time outside the box and infraction on the field of play. And play here will resume, folks, with a goal kick apparently. As CF10 Houston FC will have possession of this one. Ronaldo, thank you for the updates, hermano. This ball will be played again up top. Ball played back again. Different Gravy looking to have this one. CF10 Houston FC with adjustments here in the second half. Foul on the play. That's going to be a foul against different Gravy, Liam Morrison, and a set-piece opportunity here for CF10 Houston FC. Service ball here by CF10 Houston FC. Driven far post ball tempted again, and Katy, folks, a team that's very good on the set piece. They have scored 5 goals this season, and a few of them have been from the set piece opportunity. A chance here for the Laredo Heat. Colachi will have it. Colachi driving forward. Colachi with Takanaka in space. Colachi still driving forward. Colachi with a man on the second post. Colachi still with it. Colachi on the individual. Colachi forcing a save and a chance for the Heat. Daisuke Takanaka in open space, folks. Daisuke looking like he was going to discover America. So much space. So much open water. And Colachi trying to make the individual playing work for the Heat here. Forcing a corner kick opportunity. Folks, this one will try to find the forehead again of Lewis Wilson. Ball settled again inside. Wilson unable to get to this one. Takanaka, though, will get to it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Takanaka driving towards the edge. Again to the touchline. Back again to Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen. Between two. Ruben splitting like the cream filling of an Oreo, folks. He goes down. Referee says no foul. This ball cleared up top again. Leonoglu will get a header on this one. Back again to Juan Manuel Romero. Romero will share back again up top, this time to the Sheriff. The Sheriff will try to check it from afar. He'll open up the field of play. Back again out wide. Man on side. Lewis Wilson will have it. Lewis with the service again blocked inside. And Wilson will chase this ball out of play. Heat throw in, and they'll take it quick. Back to the Sheriff we go. The Sheriff with a touch pass over to Zurdueñez. Zurdo will fake the shot attempt, and now out wide to Dieguinho. Diego comparte con the Sheriff. On the dribble again, will go forward into the half space. The Sheriff, the 1-2 action by Takanaka. Cleared out again by CF10 Houston. Out of play, out of bounds, and a breather. Diego will have it again inside interior play action over to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Different gravy. Over into the half space again. Manuel Romero back out wide. Different gravy will have it. Liam Morrison faking the service again. Lee back to Juan Manuel Romero. Switch of play. Ball looking for Diego Quintana. Quintana brings the ball back down beautifully and nicely on the 1v1 opportunity. Quintana inside of the 18-yard box. Diego will have it off to the edge. A chance for the Heat. And a shot blocked out again as Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen, looking for his first of the season. This one will be a corner kick once again. Off the corner kick chance now. The Heat will have another chance from corner flag sector on the near hand side. Ruben the Iceman Nielsen looking to take care of this one. Folks, we'll take this time to remind you that there's one place and one destination for everything Laredo Heat Soccer Club online. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com, where you can find a direct link to everything Laredo Heat SC, including the conference standings, this year's roster page. You can find all sorts of goodies on the fan shop page, and of course a link to exclusive stories written by our very own Jason Mack. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com. On the webpage, of course, you can also find a direct link to our youth academy. If you are in the 956 area, if you're in the Laredo area and are interested in your child, your brother, your daughter, your nephew, your son, your niece, anything, your granddaughter, your grandson, or all of the above, folks, interested in them having a developing relationship with the ball, the love of the game, and of course proper football development, there's only one place for you in the 956, and that's the Laredo Heat Academy. So please make sure you check in on www.laredoheatsc.com as we get ready to get things back on into play.
I don't know. His corners haven't been good.
Looks like play will resume here from the corner kick. The Iceman will have it, this one far over. Leonoglu will have it over to Lewis Wilson in the box. Lewis with the layoff over to the Sheriff, and this one whiffed off target, folks. Ball played forward. The Sheriff will bring it back down over to Christian Colaci. Chris, out wide we go. Different gravy. Liam Morrison in control here into the half space again. Nope, to the middle channel over to Juan Manuel Romero. Romero will show right up over to Zurdo. Zurdo with Takanaka open on the left hand side will share out wide again back to Diego Quintana. Diego late to it. Not enough pace on the pass, and it's going to be a throw again here for your favorite team from the 956. Folks, let us know where you're watching from. Always get to connect with our fans all around the world. So drop a comment in the comment section with your location. Not precise, just let us know where you are in the world watching this live Laredo Heat Game Day broadcast. The Sheriff with a sliding challenge in the Wild Wild West. In good hands, folks, says Dimitrios Leonoglu. The Greek machine in control. Juan Manuel Romero will open up the field of play trying to find Diego Quintana. A chance here for CF10 Houston FC. Very rarely they have a good one, and this is an opportunity for the team until they run into the brick wall here, folks. That is Lewis Wilson, author of the lone goal thus far this evening. So we have 10 minutes played here in the second half of action. Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen, will play it back to Dieguinho. Diego trying to keep this one under control and onto the field of play. Diego will share back with the Durantula, and Connor Durant will Settle this one wide. Good distance on it. Good purpose. This one a header backwards over to Colachi. Colachi might be able to win the foot race here. And Colachi approaching from first to second. And the goalkeeper here from CF10 Houston FC setting this ball out of play.
Let's go, Heat!
And Zurdo will play inside now. Over to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer on the dribble. Back again to Colachi. The 1-2 out wide now. This time with Roberto Surtoñez. Inside now. Juan Manuel Romero off the half turn. Romero switching the point of attack. Off the pivot trying to find Diego Quintana. Diego with it again. Dieguinho going forward. Diego the service. Ruben Nielsen with a chance on the inside and unable to connect the strike with it. And this ball cleared, but only as far as the right foot of Lewis Wilson. Over again on the interior, back to the Sheriff. The Sheriff will open up over to Colachi and back to the Sheriff. 1-2 action. The Heat now rotating the point of attack once more. Out wide we go with Diego Quintana with a chance to service the ball. And this one off the deflection. Corner kick opportunity coming up for the Heat. Ruben the Iceman Nielsen with another corner kick. He's had a handful here for the Heat, folks. Looking for the perfect delivery by the Iceman. Ruben with the service out wide again. Leonoglu will bring it back down. Ball out of play and a goal kick coming up for CF10 Houston FC. Don't forget, folks, drop a subscribe, drop a sub, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to us on our YouTube page. And also make sure you check out all of our social media platforms this summer exclusively. You can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, watch us on Instagram. And this year, check out our TikTok and our YouTube page out. Make sure you click the little button that allows you to interact, whether it's a follow, a like, or a sub. And show the world that you are indeed a friend of your favorite team from the 956, your Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Daily content being posted on all social media platforms, folks, so make sure you tune in as the Sheriff here on the turnover possession. The Sheriff with a shot driven into the goalkeeper's gloves, folks, and a chance again for Katie to find something off the Heat attempt. John Powell with a lot of adjustments on the bench, a lot of opportunities for rotation, a lot of game-changing men, to be very honest with you, on the bench. Masaya Sekiguchi, Jose Rivera, Teddy West, Jordan Mace, Oganetega Agbehire, Nacho Faust. So the mayor of Electric City, John Powell, with options on the bench here. The diameter of this field, folks, not I mean diameter, excuse me, but the parameter, that's the word, the parameter of the dynamic of this field changes the pace of the game, folks, and changes the style of play, because it's a little bit of a narrow field, to be very honest with you. It's a very narrow in terms of size, so the teams are naturally compact and they're harder to break down here. The Heat had an opportunity in the first half, several to be fair. As the Sheriff will have this one over to the inside yet again to the Iceman, Ruben Nielsen. Over to Diego Quintana, servicing ball again, trying to find Colachi, another corner kick opportunity. This one has the left foot of Roberto Ordóñez written all over it. Zurdo.
Ruben hits him well at practice.
The Heat will play short. Back to Quintana. Diego with it. On the cut, Diego with a shot. And this one, a missed opportunity again for the Heat, folks, with the Arsenal up top and the hide inside the box. Dieguinho looking to surprise. All settled. Liam Morrison over to Colachi, who goes down, foul on the play, and a set piece here for the Heat, folks, to try to get the correct ingredients into the pot on the stove to get the correct chowder. Heat will play quickly. Over to the Iceman, Ruben, out wide again, over to Juan Manuel Romero, and over to Diego Quintana. Diego, over to Manny, who goes down, no foul, says the official. The press here applied by the Heat. as they're able to win it back. Diego goes back interiorly over to the Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. He'll share with Different Gravy. Liam Morrison off the roll. The beautiful move here, the croqueta by Different Gravy, folks. And that's why you invite Liam Morrison to dinner. He brings something different to the table, folks. The through ball attempted here, unsuccessful for the Laredo Heat. The press here applied, though, by Ruben the Iceman Nielsen. He'll go wide again over to Diego Quintana. Flag stays down. Quintana with the servicing opportunity, putting it into the sky. Colachi will battle for it and into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Good challenge here by the Heat, by the corner flag sector. Zurdoña is able to stay up. Zurdo still with the dribble. Zurdo cuts to the inside. Zurdo still with it. Zurdo shares now. Juan Manuel Romero over to the Sheriff. Overlapping run here by Different Gravy. Liam Morrison ball will not find its destination. And the Sheriff will have it again over to Leonoglu. Back again to the Sheriff. Colton Schaefer over to the Greek machine. Dimitrios Leonoglu. Quintana will have it. The servicing ball, trying to find something. Again, the Heat inside. Romero! Driven low and cleared out by the goalkeeper. Throw-in coming up for the Heat. Yellow. Substitution here for the Heat, folks. Making his way off the field of play, number 11. Daisuke Takanaka Kaminari. Making his way onto the field of play. Gabriel Gakovikai, the Italian Mafia man. Chance here for the Heat, folks. A poke and the slide challenge here by the Katy goalkeeper. Back again to the inside. A shot for Gakovikai now. Colachi. Goal. Laredo. The Heat find the second. Colachi off the broken play, and the Heat lead it by 2, folks. The Italian man finding another one for the season. That's his 4th, I believe, folks. And Christian Colachi putting the ball in the back of the net, giving the Heat a 2-goal cushion. And Chris Colachi making something off the broken play here. Gakko with a chance on shot again. Save this time. Kicked out back to Colachi, and Colachi putting it into the back of the net, folks. Another substitution there, folks. Coming onto the field of play, number 7, Masaya-san Sekiguchi. Making way is the Sheriff, Colton Schaefer. Ball played again to the inside. Juan Manuel Romero la tiene. Controla. Ahora comparte con Captain Lou Wilson. Will get a flick on this one for Gakovikai. Will play the Italian Mafia man back to Zurdoña. Zurdo will open it up again. Once again trying to find Chris Colachi, author of goal number 2 here, as Colachi able to come again from the press. Colachi with it again. Chris approaching the 18-yard box on the flank here now into the half space. Back again inside looking for Masaya-san. As this ball is cleared out of play by CF10 Houston FC, folks. And an opportunity again for the Heat. Leonoglu won't have it. Dimitrios, the Greek machine, over again to the middle, into the half space. Juan Manuel Romero comparte. Masaya-san Sekiguchi over again now. Back to the Italian Mafia man, Gakovikai. The 1-2 action here. Gakko against... here we go, folks. Back again to the Heat. Zurdo will have it. Back out wide. Ruben! The Iceman showing why he's cold-blooded, folks. Putting this one in the back of the net. Beautiful play there by Zurdoñez. He's got 2 assists on the night.
I mean, we're up by 2, man. And they're not a good squad.
And Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen, folks, able to connect on this one, putting the ball in the back of the net in the Heat with a 3-goal lead out here in the Katy area. And play will resume, folks. Katy down 2-man, trail by 3, still 26 minutes about, folks, left to play here in the second half of the regulated 90. And the press coming in once more. Different gravy. Liam Morrison with it. Back to Dimitrios Leonoglu, the Greek machine. Interior ball action again. This time to Captain Lou. Masaya San Sekiguchi on the dribble forward. Had a goal last time out against Austin. I'm sure he'll love to get something on the board tonight against CF10 Houston FC. Over to Diego Quintana. Ball played again to the inside. Ruben Nielsen looking for the heel play. And another opportunity here, folks, for Katy to come out playing out of the back, off the throw. We'll see what they choose to do on the build. Katy losing their head, folks, in the opening 20 minutes of play, I believe. 2 red cards given off of 1 incident against CF10 Houston FC, and the Heat now looking to punish. The Heat looking to put more into the back of the net, folks. The Iceman battling for this one. This ball settled atop, cleared out now again by CF10 Houston. Diego Quintana battling for it. The Iceman will regather Ruben into the box, into the foot of Gakovikai. And Sekiguchi will control this one. Sekiguchi will open it up back to Colaci. Colaci will get a flick forward. Surdoñez will look to get there, and Colaci looking for the contact, looking for the foul. Won't get the decision. Looking for the decision and won't get it, folks. And again here, a chance for CF10 Houston FC to try to find something over to the far hand side, and no luck yet, folks, but Houston still looking. Jordan Mace will make his way over into the field as Ruben, the Iceman Nielsen, stepping off the field of play. Substitution here for the Heat, folks. Jordan Mace makes his way onto the field of play. Ruben the Iceman Nielsen, with author of goal number 3, making way for the England native TAMU Dust Devil. Jordan Mace. The second substitution of the movement by the mayor of Electric City, folks. Here's number 25, Jose El Kaiserman Rivera, making his in-game debut here for the Heat and stepping off the field of play. It's number 5, Captain Lou Wilson, author of goal number 1. So adjustments to be made here by the Heat, folks. Jose Rivera in, Wilson out, Jordan Mason. Ruben the Iceman Nielsen out. Gako Vikai still with it. Gako on the turn here, trying to find something with Jordan Mace now on the dribble. Jordan inside, over to Sekiguchi. Back to Colaci. Colaci trying to get away with this one. Is going to be a foul on the play. It's going to be against the Italian. And the Heat, well, gave up the set piece here. Ball go on the far hand side. Now into the throw. Sekiguchi-san. onto the near hand side. Different gravy. Liam Morrison, interior ball played yet again over to Sekiguchi. Masaya-san up top to Surdonez. The 1-2 action back to Colaci. Colaci on the dribble. Colaci trying to find something forward. Back to Sekiguchi. Sekiguchi will have it. Sekiguchi will try to finesse it from afar. And no luck here for the Heat, folks. Quintana with a great move again. The servicing ball, far post. And only as far as the defender here for CF10 Houston FC. Back to Gakko Vikai. Gakko will waste no time at all. Play it quickly. Over again to different gravy. Morrison back to the inside. Interior ball play. Over to Sekiguchi. Flick forward. Trying to find something with Colaci. Sekiguchi with it again. Masaya-san. The 1-2 action here over with Colaci. Colaci will try one of his own. Unsuccessful here. And over again now to Gakko Vikai. Gakko over to the far post. Back again. The shot attempted, folks. And Gakko was the recipient of the ball. Excuse me. It was, I believe, Colaci to get the servicing ball in. Substitution here for the Laredo Heat, folks. Making his way off the field of play, number 10. Roberto Surdonez will make way for number 17, Teddy West. So substitution there for the Heat. That's one of two, folks. Playing here by the Heat, folks. The second substitution of that motion by the mayor. Different gravy will step out. Ogenetega Agbehire will make his way into the field here for the Laredo Heat, folks. As the Heat will have this one, Teddy West with a flick forward, and unsuccessful ball there on the interior action by the Heat. Dimitrios Lonoglu will bring the ball back down over to Juan Manuel Romero. Foul on the play. It's going to be in favor of your Laredo Heat Soccer Club, folks. Teddy West. Wide ball over to Colaci. Colaci over to Ogenetega Agbehire. Tega faking the service inside. Back again to the middle over to Sekiguchi. Masaya-san. Teddy West on the overlap. From Tega, will get the heel pass over to Sekiguchi once more. Sekiguchi back to Govigai, who's showing Gakko will get the flick looking for Colaci. And clear it out as Sekiguchi still trying to gather control and possession of this one. And CF10 Houston FC controlling on the near hand side. Into the half space from the flank. Foul on the play. That's going to be against the Heat. And it's going to be a set piece opportunity here for CF10 Houston FC. Chance here for Houston. Jose El Kaiserman Rivera will send this ball out of play. Ball thrown in. CF10 Houston controls. Settled out. And over to Colaci. Back to Sekiguchi. Masaya-san. Jordan Mace. Out wide. Beautiful ball played here by the Englishman. Teddy West over to the Italian Chris Colaci. Colaci with bicycles. Back again forward. Chris Colaci still with it. Chris on the dribble forward. Back into Gakko. The 1-2 action. Chris! And this one just off the stride. A chance for the Heat here, folks. As Sekiguchi! Goal! Joker on the table, folks. 4 on the board and the Heat scoring 4 against CF10 Houston, folks. CF10 Houston FC trailed by 4 down 2 men. And still 16 minutes left of action left in the regulated 90. And Sekiguchi gets his second in back-to-back games as Masaya-san finding the back of the net in consecutive matches for the first time with the Heat this season. And the Heat with a 4-goal lead here as we have the last about 15 minutes of play left of the regulated 90. High ball played again by CF10 Houston FC, controlled now by El Kaiserman, Jose Rivera, Laredo, Texas' very own. And a rare dispossession here by the Laredo Heat as a shot from afar will find all its way to the webbing of the Durantula, folks. And Connor Durant able to keep this one from going into the back of the net. Ball played again by Diego, just a tad bit too far over the head of Oganetega Agbehire. Ball played wide again. Over to Jordan Mace, interiorly, excuse me. Mace with it, back to Gakovikai. Gakko with finesse! Gakko from afar and Gakko off target. As Gakovikai looking at the 5th taquito on the table, the 5th taquito on the plate for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. This one will be a goal kick here, folks, for CF10 Houston FC. CF10 Houston looking to play from foul on the play, folks, and unable to play out was the Heat from that, and it's going to be CF10 Houston FC possession into the half space. And this ball played out wide again by CF10 Houston FC, controlled again by Jordan Mace now. Over to Masaya-san and over to Teddy West. Teddy trying to go out wide, trying to find Oganetega Agbehire. The reaction here from the Englishman to win possession back. A little over aggressive here for the referee's taste, and CF10 Houston FC wanting the advantage, wanting the playthrough as the Laredo Heat here will give up the set piece. We'll give it the set piece, we'll give it the free kick. And we'll be played again here a couple of yards back. Ball settled across again. No one home here for CF10 Houston, and hands go up. Of course, it was the runner's fault on the other end. Manuel Romero giving the ball away for the Heat here. And challenged by Leonoglu Dimitrios. As Colache will pick it back up. Masaya-san will open up the field of play nicely and over to the far-hand side. Trying to find something now with Jordan Mace inside again to Masaya-san. Back to Akovikai. Gakko trying to find something with Colache. Gakko coming up away with it and unsuccessful. And again, another opportunity here for Masaya-san. Masaya from afar, first post. No foul, out of play. Goal kick as a result. Folks, a chance here with CF10 Houston FC. On the goal kick, a chance for the Heat to win this one back on the air. And it's Oganetega Agbehire with a good touch over to find the Englishman and Teddy West. Teddy West back again to Oganetega Agbehire. Tega trying to make the individual play here. Tega still battling with this one onto the near-hand side over the touchline. And the ball played into the half space now by CF10 Houston FC. Ball driven back all the way to the goalkeeper. Home base here for CF10 Houston. The missed possession here, and again, it's the Heat coming up away with possession of this one. A chance for Akovikai. Flag goes up. Gakko with the finish. But offside is the ruling, folks. And preventing the 5th goal of the evening for the Laredo Heat is the flag on the touchline held by the AR. free kick, and CF10 Houston FC's a defensive third. Debbie taken! And long ball. Here from the Houston side. Dimitrios Ranoglu, ball to the middle, over to Juan Manuel Romero. Back again to Dimitrios. Driven ball into the half space. Read by Katie in the possession. Giving up a shot from afar, and the Durantula like a short stomp between second and third, folks. Knees to the ground. Fingertips on the ground, and able to scoop it like a roll of mint chocolate chip ice cream. The 1-2 action. Beautiful third man run here by the Heat. Colaci inside the box. Chris Colaci off the heel. Excuse me, it's Jordan Mace on the dribble forward. Mace still trying to find possession of this one. Jordan battling for it. Jordan coming up away with it. Jordan Mace, unselfish play, sharing towards the middle. And Gakko just off stride there for the unselfishness of Jordan Mace. Flag goes up on this near hand side. Offside is the ruling. Folks, don't forget, there's only one destination online where you can find everything Laredo Heat SC related. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com, where you can find a link to everything Laredo Heat related, including a direct link to this year's roster page, the conference standings, the Heat fan shop page, where you can buy all sorts of goodies Laredo Heat to represent around the world, and of course, a link to breaking stories and the latest written by our very own Jason Mack. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com. That's the place, excuse me, where you can find a direct link to your youth academy. If you're in the Laredo area and you would love your niece, your grandson, your nephew, your son, your daughter, your cousin, your little brother, your little sister, your older brother, your older sister, whatever the case may be, folks, if you're in the area, make sure you check out the Laredo Heat Academy. That's the #1 place in Laredo for the development of the knowledge of the game and the correct balance of the love of the game. That's at the Laredo Heat SC Academy. Teddy West, driven ball, trying to find something into the half space. Ball played again into the Durantula here, and ball will be rolled over to El Kaiserman Jose Rivera. He'll drive it wide again, this time to Diego Quintana. Over to Jordan Mace, the 1-2 action, the bumper pass. Over again to the middle we go with Juan Manuel Romero. Foul on the play, clip of the ankle, folks. And the Heat will play quick. Back again to Dimitrios Leonoglu, the Greek machine. Over to Ogenetega Agbehiri. Back again to Chris Colaci. Over to Masayasan, Sekiguchi. Teddy West. Over again to Gakko Vikai from afar. Gakko driven to the far post and no one home. The Heat would love to send a very special shout out to former Laredo Heat player Jacob Almack. Makes the trip out to the Katy area every time we're in the zone. Always great to see Heat legends back whenever the Heat travels around. The 2008 National Championship squad. Paul played again, controlled up top, trying to find the header was CF10 Houston FC, folks. And the Durantula in control of this one. He'll roll it near hand side, looking to find the pocket between the 10 and the second pin. And finding Dimitrios Leonoglu over to Ogenetega Agbehiri. Tega back to Leo. Leo with the drive. Over to Gakko Vikai. And back out again to Juan Manuel Romero. Over again. Dimitrios Leonoglu. Teddy West driven up top. Masayasan back to Teddy West. A 1-2 action. Numbers up for the Heat here, folks. And over to Gakko Vikai into the mid-channel. Gakko Vikai will open up the field of play, trying to find something on the far end with Diego Quintana. Diego with the ball. Diego with a driven service, trying to find the stride of Colaci. And another corner kick coming up for your favorite team from the 956. Don't forget, folks, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and this summer exclusively check out our TikTok account at Laredo Heat SC. Click the little button that allows you to interact with us. Service again by the Heat. This one into the far post. El Kaiserman will get a header on this one As CF10 Houston FC looking to clear this one onto the near hand flank. Players on the run. That ball goes out of play and a throw again for the Heat. Now, folks, click the little button that allows you to interact with us. Make sure you show the entire world that you are indeed a friend of the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. The Heat wanting to take the the throw in back on their own defensive third almost, and the referee's saying it has to be from a higher position. Ball thrown back again, controlled by Terry West over to Juan Manuel Romero. And over to El Kaiserman, Jose Rivera. Back out wide we go. Jordan Mace, Ngako Vikai. Kako to Diego Quintana. Quintana will open the field of play up again. Back to Masaya San Sekiguch. Over to Juan Manuel Romero. The Greek machine, Dimitrios Leonoglu. Oganetega Agbehire. Back again to Colaci. Chris, the Italian, trying to find something forward now. On the dribble forward. Over again to Gakovikai. The 1-2 now over to Masaya San. Sekiguch will open up the field of play. This time out wide again to Jordan Mace. Over again to Masaya San. Masaya dribbling on the tight space. Over to Juan Manuel Romero. One-time ball out wide, and we go back to Oganetega Agbehire. Teddy West now for the Heat. Interior ball play over to Jordan Mace. Mace with the toe poke. Back to Gakovikai. Over to Jordan. A nice little roulette ball skill here by CF10 Houston FC. The referee wanting to get involved in the matchup, folks. Wanting to get involved in the play. We'll give possession back to CF10 Houston FC as we approach the last 4 minutes, folks, of action here live in the Katy area with the Heat with a 4-0 margin at the moment. CF10 Houston down 2 men. The Heat capitalizing by putting 4 in the back of the net after the red cards were distributed by the official. Jose Rivera will play back to Connor Durant, the Durantula, back again to El Kaiserman. Laredo local. Jose Rivera, one-time ball out, over-controlled now by Diego Quintana. Masaya San on the dribble forward. The Heat with another opportunity. Masaya can go wide here. Masaya over to the stride of Colaci. Chris looking for the brace. Chris with the service, far post, and no one home for the Heat, folks. This one just off the stride of the Englishman, Jordan Mace. CF10 Houston FC up top again. Teddy West in control here. Juan Manuel Romero back to Colaci. Chris on the dribble forward. Chris low with it. Chris trying to find the opening, trying to find the space. Over again to West. And West looking for the top corner of that first post, folks. And a good opportunity again here for the Laredo Heat to find the 5th of the evening. Time continues to wind down. The temperature doing the same here in the Katy area. Nice little breeze picking up. Teddy West now. Jordan Mace. Gakovikai. Jordan Mace. Back to Colaci. Colaci for the brace. Chris Colaci with a chance. Colaci! This one just off the crossbar, high over. And not off the crossbar, but over the crossbar. And Colaci looking for the brace. And the Heat still hungry for the 5th. Corner kick coming up, folks, for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. It's going to be Gakovikai, the Italian Mafia man, to take care of this one. Words to be had by the official folks and CF10 Houston FC players in that 6-yard box. It's a small area, to be fair, but wide enough for the dance to be played, for the rhythm to feel the groove. Gakovikai with it, driven and into the fists of the CF10 Houston FC. CF10 Houston FC, folks, excuse me. Teddy West with a servicing ball again up top, and quite a tongue twister, folks. Ball Ball played again. Controlled by Mace. Out wide it goes to Colachi. Colachi for the brace. Colachi! And the finish is muted here, folks. It's omitted. It's muted. The rhythm has to stop. Colachi finding the upper 90 corner of the first post with great definition, and the brace gets called for the offside. Ball played again. CF10 Houston FC now. Correctly said. Over on the near hand side. Onto the inside, and Jordan Mace able to pick it up. Mace with it. On the dribble forward. Jordan trying to find some rhythm, trying to get the groove going again for the Heat here, folks, as this ball bounces back to Diego Quintana. Looks like we approach the last part of the change here, folks. We'll see how long the referee says. And Kaiserman looking to take control of this one. Not sure how much the ref will give here of stoppage. Leonoglu, Dimitrios, the Greek machine will have a beautiful ball to the far hand side. Sekiguchi with the control. And as the flag goes up, offside is the ruling. As the Heater looking for the Booker T. Driven goal kick here. Well, off the set piece from the offside. Colachi with it. On the stride, Colachi now going wide. Teddy West with the one-time finish. And a beautiful attempt here by the Englishman to try to finesse this ball into the far post. Upper 90. Folks, the referee says no more. Se acabó. Suficiente. Ya no más. Se detiene. Alto. Stop. 90 minutes officially in the books. 92 and change to be fair from the official. And the Laredo Heat come to Katy to take this one in a 4-0 fashion, folks. A lot of incidents here for Katy in the opening half. They got 2 ejections. The Heat put 4 past the goalkeeper. From 20 forward, the Heat come to Katy, folks, and win in the Houston area by a margin, of 4-0. As we appreciate you joining us, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the stream tonight. Congratulations again to the Laredo Heat U18 men's, the boys team who is in Round Rock, Texas, playing in the state finals. Good luck tomorrow, boys. Keep up what you're doing. And keep playing the way you're playing. Fabian Arciga, the head coach for the U18 program, has done a fantastic team developing not just the smart type of player, but the correct type of character on and off the field. So, Coach, congratulations to the U18 boys. Boys, congratulations from Coach Rod. We thank you for all your effort, and everybody from the Laredo Heat wishes you the best tomorrow as well as you continue your push in the state finals. Damas y caballeros, mi nombre es Rodrigo Marina y como siempre es un placer haberles narrado el partido de hoy. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Cuídense mucho, que tengan un resto de su fin de semana bien bendecido. Cuídense, por favor, tengan cuidado. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Buenas noches. Folks, thank you again for joining us. My name is Rod. It's a pleasure, like always, to call this game for you. Stay safe. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in again on Wednesday as the Heat travel to Austin, Texas, for the away match of that fixture, folks. My name is Rod. Thank you again for joining us. Have a safe night. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.